Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So with all the hype surrounding the Note 7 exploding and all that, we're forgetting about some pretty popular phones that are coming, and those two are the LG V20 and the iPhone 7, if it's going to be called the iPhone 7, if it's going to be called just the new iPhone. But starting with the LG V20, we're looking at some pretty good specs as far as leaks go. Now, this is all discussion, it's all rumor mill. But I'll look at my paperwork here, and I see that it should have the V20. Let's start with the V20. My apologies. The V20 is looking like it's possibly going to have a 5.7-inch display, Quad HD, obviously, and it's possibly going to have a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, this could be really epic. But another good feature that's going to put a lot of phones to shame, if in fact it does have it, is 6 gigs of RAM, but it's still going to pack the Snapdragon 820. Now, that's not a good or a bad thing. That's just them keeping it what's current. But these are all rumors, remember. So a 5.7-inch Quad HD display. It's not a modular design. If you've seen the last leak, it kind of slides out from the side to take the battery pack off, and the bottom actually comes off too, possibly. But those are just rumors and leaks at this point, remember. So this is going to be pretty good. Some leaks also that I can see here is that it's going to have Gorilla Glass 4. Now, we all seen what happened with the Note 7 with the Gorilla Glass 5, where it's scratching really easily. You know, that's just kind of one of those things. So is it going to have Android 7.0? Again, all rumors, really just a rumor mill, don't really know. But from the design leaks that I've seen, the V20 should be pretty nice. Now, as far as onboard storage, there's two different variants. So I said it could have 6 gigs of RAM, but I think the US will probably get the 4 gigs of RAM, and the 128 gigs, 6 gig RAM variant will probably be released somewhere else. Now, again, all rumor mill. We have no clue if it's going to be factual yet. But I think their event is actually coming this Tuesday, September 6th, the day before Apple's event, which is September 7th, which is Wednesday. So this could be pretty good. As far as camera setup goes, possibly a 20 megapixel rear shooter and a front megapixel that shoots at, it's an 8 megapixel. It's a dual, it says. So we shall see, though. We don't know yet. We just kind of have to take these rumors and just kind of go with them and see where they lead. Because these videos are all about discussion for you to comment in the comment section and give your opinions and leaks and things that you've actually found out about the device that I could possibly miss. But pretty much after that, it's kind of just USB Type-C. The design thing, fast charging, those are all the norms right now. But what I'm intrigued with really is the 4,000 milliamp hour battery. That's going to be pretty sweet, I think. The color choices, I don't really care so much about the color choices, but the 20 megapixel camera, if in fact they do give us a 6 gig of RAM version, that's going to, so many people are going to be excited about that, and they'll take shots at other people, other companies, specifically Samsung, because they did not bring a 6 gig variant. And also the battery, 4,000. Why couldn't Samsung do it? People are going to go back and forth like this, and that's perfectly fine. I love those types of discussions because it's all just fun, and we're just kind of talking about our passions for tech. But the interesting part about this is, from what I'm seeing here, is the 5.7-inch display. That's going to be pretty nice if in fact they do go with that. We'll find out Tuesday, hopefully, September 6th. And the 4,000 milliamp hour battery, that should be pretty epic. I'm really looking forward to that. So let's move forward to the iPhone 7. Now, the iPhone 7 has had some pretty significant leaks. There's been photos out there, just flat out, everything with it is getting pretty good. And I think that once we finally get our hands on the official iPhone 7, it's going to be nice. They've already got their stuff going up, the logos and the decorations and stuff going up at the Bill Graham Center, Civic Center. So the time is coming. It's really here. We're going to see the next iPhone. And I'm curious to see what you guys' thoughts on. Now, as far as specs go for the iPhone, again, all leaks. Dual cameras on the back for the iPhone 7 Plus version, if it's going to be called the iPhone 7. I've actually already got some iPhone 7 for the smaller one, some things in. I'll show those at a later date. But I'll probably go with the bigger one. I always get both, but I'll probably end up going with the bigger one for like my official use of an iPhone. But same 5.5-inch display is rumored. It's looking to have an A10 inside this time and 3 gigs of RAM, and possibly clocked at over 2.1 gigahertz or right around 2.1 gigahertz. So this might be epic. We all know this. Apple does great with their hardware and the GPUs. It should be a gaming powerhouse. And another thing, another leak. Remember, these are all leaks, so if I don't catch them all, you leave them in the comments what you've heard, what you think is going to happen. It's supposed to be, actually the processor shows, I just found an updated one, it says 2.4 gigahertz A10 chip. But nonetheless, it's supposed to have an IPX7 waterproof rating. So this is going to be this is going to be crazy. 12 megapixel camera, new 12 megapixel cameras on the back. And the one that I like the best is that they're bringing back something that I really enjoyed in one of the other iPhones, was the black color. Now, supposedly there's going to be a piano black version of this phone. That is definitely the one to get. All right, so go on record again. That will be the one to get. The piano black has to be the one to get, because I really enjoyed the black iPhone 5. I think that setup was really, really nice, and I really thought it was a good look. So when they took away the darker colors, I was like, wow, you know, I rock with whatever I can get. So the space gray is nice and everything. However, I really enjoyed the black color. But with that comes chips real easy, and just, it's not going to stand up to a lot of things like some other phones. So tell me in the comments what you guys think about the V20 or the iPhone 7. Have you got any new leaks that I didn't discuss in the video? Leave your comments below, and we'll try to keep this ball rolling. There's a lot of things that I could cover, but again, you don't want to go too far into rumors or speculation. But back on the iPhone real quick, the battery, I didn't really see anything different about the battery. I think it's going to be 2910. I could be wrong, so tell me what your leak is on that. But pretty much removing the headphone jack, we already know about that. Removing the headphone jack, and then also the home button. It's going to be along the lines of like the OnePlus and the HTC 10, where it's not an actual button, so it's touch sensitive. So we shall see. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know whatever leaks I've missed, and we'll get into this discussion. Let's do it. One other fun fact, you probably want to know what camera I used. Well, I like to give these at the end of the video. This is the front camera on the ZTE Axon 7. Really good, really solid. All right, now it's time to go.